and welcome to a prenatal friendly mini core workout. My name is Sid, occupational therapist, personal trainer, and strength coach, 22 weeks pregnant, and here to get strong in my core with you today. A couple of pieces of equipment that you're gonna need today are a long looped band. So if you have one that has the handles, great. Or if you have a long looped one like the one that I have here, great. We're gonna attach it at a high anchor point today. You will also need a light to moderate weight. I have here 12.5 pounds. You can choose anything probably from about 8 to 15. Okay, we are gonna get started today. The first thing I just wanna go through is practicing what a good core brace looks like. So really getting that deep transverse abdominis core brace to be able to stabilize our spine and get all the abdominal muscles working, getting that deepest core muscle working so that we can really support your body or this baby. Okay, so first things first, I like to put my hands on my sides and imagining wrapping as I get that deep core brace. Okay, so what does that look like? We have a transverse abdominis muscle that runs from our pubic bone to our rib cage, the bottom of our rib cage, from the back of our spine all the way to the front. It acts like a corset. It is the deepest layer of your abdominal wall, and it is the one that we really want to focus engaging to support and create tension across that midline to prevent severity of diastasis recti. Okay, so what we're going to do, hands are going to come around that core. We're going to take a nice good inhale, imagining expanding your rib cage in all directions. On the exhale, think about wrapping, hugging that baby, feeling that deep core muscle engage. Okay, so what we don't want to see is coning or doming down the center or kind of creating this big like bulge bread loaf look in the front. Okay, so let's practice it a couple more times. Inhale, exhale, hug and wrap. Another helpful cue is thinking about zippering up your core from bottom to top. Okay, inhale, exhale. Good. So notice I'm not like max flexing. When I do that, I often actually get more of that bulge look. Okay, what I'm thinking about is creating tension, flattening out my abs from side to side, and really stabilizing from the center out, the minimal core engagement that we need to keep that good position, stabilizing the spine. Okay, ribs are stacked over hips. One more time, inhale, exhale. Good. So now we're gonna keep that brace throughout the movements that we do today. All right, so first things first, we're gonna grab our band and attach it at that high anchor point. Okay, so if you have one that has the anchor that goes in the door, put it in the door, lock the door for safety so we're not pulling it out. And we are going to come into a half kneeling position. My inside knee, that one that is closest to the band, is gonna be up. My back knee is down, and we are in, again, this half kneeling position. Both of my hands are gonna come up across my body to a diagonal. From here, I think about tucking my back glute, stabilizing my knee directly over my ankle in the front, and I'm pulling this band across my body to the one side. Okay, so I inhale, reach, exhale, again, brace, pull that band down. Okay, we're here for 30 seconds. Here we go. Inhale, reach, exhale, chop. Control it back to the start. Really trying to keep those hips nice and stable so the movement is coming from our abs and not from our pelvis moving side to side. Okay, inhale, exhale. Here we go. 3 more good reps. 3, 2, give me 1 more. 1. Good, switch sides, so flip it around, same thing, other side. Still have that high anchor point. Front leg is coming up, the side closest to that band. Back knee is back. Okay, from here, I inhale to prepare. Exhale, chop across my body. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, chop. On the exhale, thinking about that good core brace. Remember, imagining we're wrapping from back to front, hugging that baby, zippering up that core. With a good audible exhale through pursed lips. Here we go, give me 5 more good reps. 5, 4, Squeeze that back glute. Imagine drawing those hips toward one another. Last one here. Good, and rest. We're done with that band for this round. Okay, next thing we're going to do is grab your light to moderate weight. And from here, we're gonna come up into a standing position. I'm gonna bring that weight up to my shoulder. If you'd like to hold on to something, please by all means do. From here, we're crossing across our body, bringing elbow to knee, and coming back to center. Okay, so meet me when you're ready. We're here for 30 seconds. Exhale, zip. Crunch across our body. You got this. Here we go. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch sides. Same thing, other side. Okay, that weight comes up to our shoulder. If you need to hold on to something, use it. And then we're crunching across our body. I'm gonna use this for stability, so I'm gonna be on the side this time. Inhale as we come up, exhale as we crunch and rotate. You're over halfway, here we go. 3, 2 more good reps. 2, last one. Good, go ahead and drop that weight. We're gonna come down to the mat, lying on our side. Okay, I'm gonna start at my right side. We've got a little side plank variation. Elbows directly under shoulder, hips are stacked. You have the option to take a short lever with knees bent or a long lever, full side plank, okay? I'm gonna take a short lever just for more support of my core. I'm gonna inhale to prepare. Exhale, brace and lift. Okay, from here, we're reaching under, drop, and lift. Okay, if you would like to add a ball, a Pilates ball between your knees, I actually really like this variation. You can add a throw pillow as well if you don't have a ball. It just helps to get the adductors working, which help anchor our pelvis from the bottom and get more of that pelvic floor working with us. Okay, so let's come up. We're gonna go here for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Rotate, lower, and lift. Rotate, lower, and lift. Checking in. Are you seeing any coning or doming down the midline? If you are, maybe just eliminate the range of motion that you're going. So make it a smaller motion, or really focus on that good core brace. Here we go. 3, 2 more, then we'll switch sides. 2. Last one. Good, switch. Same thing, other side. I'm gonna keep the ball. We're gonna flip it over onto our opposite side. Elbows under shoulder, hips are stacked. I have the ball between my knees. Again, you have the option of a long plank or a short plank. Exhale, zip. Good, rotate under, reach, and lift. Just giving that ball a little squeeze to remind myself to get those inner thighs and low transverse abdominis muscles working for me. Stay with it. Here we go for 10. 5. Last one. Good rep. Good, and rest. All right, our last exercise we have of this circuit, we're gonna grab that light to moderate weight one more time. We've got a half kneeling windmill. So we're gonna find a half kneeling position and then kind of play with the stance that feels good for you. Straight out in front is gonna be the most challenging. You'll need a lot of hip mobility here. I like to take kind of a 45-degree angle, and I'm gonna put that weight in the same hand as my leg that is up. Okay, I'm keeping my wrists directly over my shoulder, and what I'm doing is sending my hips back as my forearm comes down to the ground, keeping my gaze up on that dumbbell directly over my shoulder. Okay, so from the side, I'm here. Send those hips back, forearm comes down, shift it back up. All right, I'm gonna start on the opposite leg so you can see that angle. We're going for 30 seconds. If bringing the forearm all the way down to the ground feels like too much, you can come to just the hand instead of the forearm. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good, send those hips back. That weight stays directly over your shoulders. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale zip. Drive those hips forward. Here we go. 10 seconds. You're here. You got it. 2 more good reps. Last one. Good. Switch it out. Same thing, other side. Okay, so we're here. That weight comes up over your shoulder. Same arm as the leg that's in front. Send those hips back. Eyes stay on the dumbbell. Drive it up for 30. Here we go. You got it. Stay with it. You're halfway. Keep breathing, keep working. Exhale and zip on the way up for 3. Last 2. Last one. Good. Drop that weight and rest. Circuit 1 is done. We are going into circuit 2, same thing. So I'm gonna grab my long looped band, okay? My inside leg is coming up. I've got those chops, banded chop. Okay, so again, squeeze that back glute. Keep that front knee directly over your ankle. We're chopping across our body for 30 in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Inhale, exhale, brace and chop. Stay with it. Here we go. Really chopping at a diagonal across your body. Last 2 reps. Squeeze that back glute. Good. Switch it out. Same thing, other side. Okay, so I'm just purely flipping around. That inside knee is up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chop. 30 seconds. Here we go. Stay with it. You got it. Last 3. Finish. Last one. Good rep here. Good. Rest. Come to a standing position. Grab that light to moderate weight. We've got those standing crunches. Cross body crunch. So weight comes up to my shoulder. Okay, I'm in that good neutral stance. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunch it across my body. For 30, here we go. Exhale, bring that elbow toward your knee. Ten seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Same thing, other side. I'm going to flip around so I can still use my support here. Weight comes up to your shoulder. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, crunch for 30. So as I'm doing this, my weight is primarily on that standing leg, but I'm really bringing this opposite knee up as high as I can and crossing that elbow over toward it. Good, last 10. 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Drop that weight. Coming into our side plank, if you would like to grab your Pilates ball, grab it. I like to use it just as a nice external cue. Done with my weight. Coming into side lying, that ball is between my knees. Elbow under shoulder. Okay, a little cue here. We don't want our shoulder to get so close to our ear. We want to press it away, really engaging those lats on the backside. That serratus anterior, really pressing into the mat with your elbow. Okay, keeping that shoulder away from your ear. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Okay, we've got rotate, lift and lower. Don't forget about that brace. If you're checking in and seeing a lot of coning or doming, just minimize the rotation that you're doing or the lift and lower that you're doing and focus on that good brace. Here we go. Here we go, 10 seconds. You're in it, you got it. Good, last good rep here. Good, rest, switch, same thing, other side. Last ones of these for the day, you got it. Finish strong here. Elbow under shoulder, hips are stacked. Exhale, zip. Arm comes up, inhale to prepare, exhale. Rotate, lower, and lift. Here we go. Trying to maintain that good brace throughout. If you need to take a minute and reset, do so. We should be able to breathe under this brace. Again, it's not a max contraction. It's just enough to stabilize. 10 seconds. 3, 2, last good rep. Here we go. Good, and rest. Last exercise of the day, we've got our half kneeling windmills. Here we go. 30 seconds each side. Find that good, comfortable half kneeling stance. Same weight comes up. Arm, the weight is in the same arm as your leg that is up. For 30 seconds, we're sending those hips back, bringing that forearm to the ground. 3, 2, 1, here we go. My gaze stays up on that dumbbell. Exhale, drive it forward. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Here we go. You got it. Think about sending those hips back as far as they can go. Good, last 10. Give me 2 more good reps. Last one, finish strong. Good, switch it out, same thing, other side. Okay, so again, find that good comfy stance with that front leg. That arm comes up overhead. We've got 30, here we go. Normal for one side to feel a little bit stickier than the other. We all have a little bit of a side preference. Just trying to work through without pain, getting as good of range of motion as you can get. Again, your option here, you can come to your hand instead of your forearm and work your way up to your forearm. Inhale down. Exhale up. 10 seconds. Okay, so we should be feeling hips, obliques, glutes. 2, last one. Good, control that weight back down to the ground. We'll finish with a little cool down here. Let's go on to hands and knees. Sit those hips back into child's pose. Okay, if you need to go a little wider, find the spot that works for you. Inhale, exhale. Good, let's send it up to a cobra. Okay, you can find the spot that feels most comfortable for you. So if this full stretch on the front side of your abdominal wall doesn't feel great, we can lessen it by just coming here, okay? Just find what works for you in this space. Good, send it back. We're just gonna rest here for a bit. Let those hands come to your head. Inhale, exhale. Good, and when you're ready, go ahead and curl it up. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for getting strong, maintaining that good core throughout pregnancy or just throughout life. Join me again next time. We'll see ya.